Hey there crewmates, Gabe from Nexus Core here with another One Piece card reveal. We have recently gotten the reveal for the Sakazuki leader for the color black, and we have gotten another reveal for the color black here based on the bordering. It looks like it's going to be an SR for starter deck number 6. It is going to be the hero of the Marines, Garp himself, so I'm very interested to see where this goes, and I think it would only do Garp the hero justice if he got his own video dedicated to his effect. So, Monkey D. Garp is a black character, cost 5, power 6, strike attribute, a part of the Navy, and his effect is active during the main phase. Discard a card and rest this card, KO up to one of your opponent's cost 4 or lower characters. I think this is pretty interesting and overall a solid effect. I think what's nice about this is the card doesn't have to be rest, so if your opponent has a cheap blocker that you really want to get rid of, but if you're playing against, say, Kid and they have either the 8-drop or the 7-drop Kid, and you really need to hit at least the 8-drop Kid, being able to guarantee you get a blocker, whereas Garp can't hit Kid without pumping him up with Dawn, I think is very helpful. I'm unsure of where to rank him overall, though, just because the fact that he has to rest himself means you can't attack with him, unlike something in purple where while you go Dawn minus, you are still allowed to attack with the card provided it isn't on place. You have to discard, so it depends on how much advantage black is able to get for it to be super helpful. There are plenty of cards in the game right now below 4 that are amazing to hit, but there are also plenty of cards above 4 that you wish you could hit, and it also depends on how consistently we are able to reduce our opponent's character's cost. If we get a couple of cards that say reduce cost by 2, and you were able to use 2 of that card, Garp could theoretically hit Kid, which would be fantastic. I think this card definitely has a lot of potential, even with the fact that he has to go rest and go discard 1, but it definitely depends a lot on what the supplemental support black does get. Just based on the nature of black being a color rooted in KOing based off of cost, we need to see how much we can discard to reduce cost, rather. But the fact that he can hit 4 to begin with is quite good, even though most things that are 4 or lower he could probably hit over. So the potential to be able to hit anything makes it quite, at some point, provided we get enough reducers, is quite nice. And the fact that you could use his effect effectively as an on play, because while summoning sickness is in the game, it doesn't apply, it only applies to attacks. So if your opponent has an annoying blocker, you can still slam Garp down and use his effect to kill that blocker, provided it has cost of 4 or less. Something like this is very good against something like Doflamingo, because most of Doflamingo cards are 4 or lower. So something like this I feel like would definitely be run if we ever got a black-purple leader, because purple, in my experience, can struggle to hit stuff of exactly the number 4, but also because a lot of things like Who's Who and the 7-cost King hit 3 or lower, being able to have access to reducing card cost would be really helpful. So stuff like this really makes me want to see a potential black-purple leader. I think that would be really neat, but I think Garp is quite cool. But again, as I said, a lot of the cards in black, it seems like we're going to need to wait for a bit more of the support to see how consistently they can reduce the cost of your opponent's characters. And big shoutouts and a thank you to Orange Samurai D on Facebook for translating this. And let me know what you all think about Garp and the color black so far in the comments below. Thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh. Can you stop?